The chain of the Christmas tree accidentally broke, decapitating countless people. Stan's entire family was killed in the tragedy. Later, Stan found himself trapped in a time loop. His stop to buy coffee on the street had cost him the chance to save his family, so he launched his next rescue attempt. He remembered everyone's positions, but they were too far apart to save them all. So he went to the event host and begged him not to turn on the lights, but the host ignored him, mistook Stan for a terrorist, and shot him dead. Time restarted again. Stan asked the doorman to help him find the main circuit. The doorman pulled out a mall map and realized the main circuit was too far away. Then Stan came up with a plan. First, he crossed the ice rink to the other side. Next, he rushed into a store and bought a pair of sweatpants, which would boost his movement speed. At that moment, Stan felt like Superman. He successfully reached the main circuit and turned off the power. Stan peeked out and saw that the Christmas tree didn't explode this time, but because of the power outage, the band couldn't perform on time. The host angrily kicked down the fence, and the Christmas tree's rope snapped. They sliced through the crowd, causing massive casualties, including Stan's family. Stan was sent back in time again. He completely broke down, believing there was no way to stop the disaster. The doorman told him that if he couldn't save them, Stan should cherish the time he had left with his family. Stan only had 3 chances remaining. First, he took his wife to get her ears pierced. Then he played basketball with Haley, and they had a fulfilling day together. Finally, Stan found Steve and hugged him tightly, but a clerk had hacked Steve's computer and threatened to post embarrassing content of him online if he didn't pay up. The clerk played Steve's video on the big screen. Seeing this, the host announced the event was cancelled, and in the end, everyone survived safely. This was Stan's 100th kill. He planned to poison some Russian spies with laced candy, but the spies hated sweets. Damn it! Turns out he still pulled off his 100th murder anyway. Everyone at the CIA came to celebrate with him, but when he woke up, he found himself in a strange place. Stan had sleepwalked the night before. He'd adopted a bunch of orphans and even donated a bus to the orphanage. Stan bolted in a panic, having no clue what he'd done.
Because you're a nice man. That's why you adopted me, Daddy.
Back home, Stan drank a cup of coffee but still couldn't fight off sleep. He napped for 5 minutes, and as soon as he woke up, he took a sip of coffee only to find that his sleepwalking self had drugged it. When Stan opened his eyes again, his house was packed with homeless people. Turns out, while he was asleep, he'd turned his home into a shelter. That day, the CIA got intel that Belgian terrorists had entered the country, so Brock sent Stan out on the mission. Stan went to the hotel early to rest, to keep himself from sleepwalking. He cuffed himself to the bed, told the clerk to bring the key in 25 minutes, then smashed the phone. When Stan opened his eyes again, the room was a mess, but he was still in the hotel. He used the key the clerk brought to unlock the cuffs, pulled out the sniper rifle he'd prepared, and got ready to send the terrorists to hell only to be left frustrated. The bullets in his gun had been replaced with gummy bears.
Gummy bears?